Hello again, YouTube. It's been a while now. I've tried to make this video before, but it glitched out. Apparently, my microphone wasn't on, so I uploaded it and there was no sound. But I fixed that. So this is going to be dating advice. This is going to be relationship advice, rather, for ladies. Okay, ladies, this is how you lock down a good man as a husband. All right. Here's what you do, all right? This is going to sound crazy, but try it and see if it doesn't work. If you see a good man, okay, and you know what I mean by that, a guy who is nice, kind, humble, he has a good work ethic, he's passionate about something, don't do what they tell you to do and just be all chaste and prudish and stuff like that. It doesn't work. Here's what you do to guys like that. Ready? Okay? Just go right in front of them, get totally naked, okay, and ask them to have sex. Now, hear me out. You got to understand something about guys like that. Guys like me, guys like a lot of people I know who are just good men. A lot of women like them, but they expect them to be, aggressors and pursuers. You got to understand that guys who are good men tend not to want to cause a lot of trouble for people. Well, that's a part of what makes good men good, right? Is that we behave benevolently, and if if you see you got to understand, if you've already qualified a man as a good man, don't hold back. Holding back is what you do generally, so that way you don't give the wrong impression to men who may not be, good for you. But when you sit there and you really and I know you ladies talk. I know you ladies stalk too. Don't act like just because you don't friend us on Facebook doesn't mean you're not peeping on us. Just because you block us on Facebook, it doesn't mean you're not peeping on us. I've had ladies make fake accounts, okay, of people that I'm already friends with, right? And sorry, and they just stalk me. All right, I know how sneaky you ladies are. Here's the thing: when you have that sort of information gathering power, use it. And when you find that a man is a good man, don't hold back. Okay, wait till you have him alone. Okay. And then just get naked right in front of him, and it doesn't have to, understand what he likes. If he likes boobs, just flash him, show him that. If you like, if he's into, if he's into just find out what he's into, and then just show him, that, and be like, hey, how about it then? I'll tell you what. If a guy's a good man, okay, and he's really into you, and he's not just, you don't just assume he's into you, he shows you he's into you, and you ladies are perceptive, you know when a guy's into you, I know you like to pretend like you don't, there's reasons for that, I'm aware, but if he shows you he's into you, and you've qualified him, you vetted him as a good man, so not just good and bad, maybe not even good and bad. He can be trained for that though. But you vetted him as someone who is husband material. Don't hold back. Get him alone when he's and then just get naked in front of him, show him what he likes to see, and then just ask him to have sex with you. Okay, now because good guys are good guys, and some good guys have different morals and things like that than others. If he says, well, I'm not really that kind of guy. I want to have sex with you, but I don't want to take it so far so soon. Tell him this. Okay, how would you like to do this? Do you want to go on a date? So ask him that. Ask him, how would you like to do this? He's more than likely going to ask you to go on a date. He's going to invite you to a place that he knows you're probably going to like to go to. Or maybe if you're not into comic books or cards and he is, maybe he's going to invite you to a place like that. It's going to seem weird just because he wants you to get to know him a little better and know his community and his hobbies a little more, because when you're involved in stuff like that, it's more than just a hobby. It's a culture. It's a community. etc., etc. But you probably already know he does that stuff anyway. So here's what you do: you set the date, and then you go with him. Okay. Here's what you also do: you ask for his number, and you give him yours. Now, don't even ask to put your number in his phone. I promise you this, ladies. Here's the thing: if you do this, you will find yourself a husband or a good man. Okay, that husbandly guy that you know is probably not, he's not a sex object to women, but he's the kind of guy you really want your kids around, that you really like. If you want to nail a guy like that, that's what you do. All right. So a few words of advice. I know that different parts of the country have different ethos. I grew up in Nassau County, New York. The worst place to grow up if you're a man a straight man who wants to get married and have kids and you're a good guy. That's because they really teach you they give you some really bad advice on how to do that. But in the Midwest it's a little different. In the Midwest, I know women will just go into the bathroom and expect you to walk in on them, and they'll be totally naked. That's not something you ever do. That's not something you ever expect from a guy who's from Nassau County, Long Island, and that's not something that you say he's less of a man for. Because I promise you this: the amount of goddamn terrible conditioning and draconian punishments that they give you for doing stuff like that, and it's not just even a small thing. Like, if you're a guy and you do something like that, and the woman gets freaked out and she reports you might as well have committed murder. They're gonna blow that proportion. They're gonna take it to court. It's crazy. But in general, understand this: if you want that good man, and you qualified him as a good man, and he showed interest in you, wait till he's alone, right? Get totally naked right in front of him and ask him to have sex. That's the general approach. If you already know what he's into, what kind of fetishes he has, okay, show him what he likes to see, and then ask him, hey, want to be that man? All right? And if he's a good guy, he's not, and he's already into you, I promise you, good guys are not into you just to have sex with you. Good guys, if a good guy's into you and he's really taking the time to select you, he's giving you more attention, he's putting in more effort towards you than he does other ladies, okay? That guy wants you. He wants you for a relationship. So, don't knock it before you try it. I know you're going to be like, I don't want to be a slut. Forget that, okay? Forget that. You're not being a slut if you've already taken the time to qualify this guy and you're doing what you need to do, to get the relationship, or to get him into the relationship, okay? If you're pursuing this guy as a husband, think about it. Are you really a slut? If you're thinking to yourself, okay, I'm gonna get naked for him and I'm gonna ask him, isn't that just practice being a wife? All right, I'll run out.